7. What's that mean?
Teofimo gonna stop him in 7.
I want to ask you guys is even if he stops him, just how do you see a rematch playing out?
Well, a rematch with Teofimo Lopez, I think, would be a great fight. It was an excellent fight. I think Teofimo, I mean, if we look at his record right now, I mean, you know, he's under 20 fights and he's already accomplished as much as he has, and also took out what a lot of people considered was one of the pound for pound great fighters on the planet. What do I think happens in that fight? Briefly, I think Teofimo wins again. I think that he's got a skill set that is, you know, a little bit sharper than Lomachenko. And Lomachenko, guys, we have to remember he's had over 400 amateur fights. He's been battle tested. He's been shop worn. He's been through the ringer plenty of times. I think he's a tremendous fighter, and I think he's a Hall of Famer. But that's a lot of mileage, guys.
You know, so before answering that, I'll share, not that I've been like this big Loma fan, to be honest, but I did think it was kind of bullshit when people were already knocking him off the pound for pound, already like, you know, saying, you know, oh, he's got this loss, it's over. I thought that was so ridiculous. You know, you can't take away, you know, what y'all just said, what he has under his belt already in experience. So I thought that was stupid, quite honestly. That really bothered me. I do think, though, in the fight previous to this, we didn't see the Loma that we were expecting, right? So that was really disappointing. So to see him come out the way he did now against Nakatani, it gives the hope that, hey, he can come through and really make it a good fight and make it happen against Teofimo. But I'm a realist, though, to the good point just made. He's got a lot of mileage, right? And you just got this young whippersnapper of a boxer that's got all the energy in the world. You know, that's hard. You know, Pacquiao's been able to prove, right, that he's got the stamina, like, to keep up with some of the younger folks. I just don't see it. I don't know if Loma can, quite honestly.
Well, here's the thing, man, and I've said this a lot on our shows. I don't think this rematch should even be happening, to be honest with you. The dude got beat 9 rounds to 3, 8-4 if you want to be nice, okay? That's not a close fight. I'm sorry. I'm not one of these guys that wants to see a rematch with a guy that was blown out, okay? And I'm just sick and tired. Look, if we're gonna trash Wilder and his fans for making excuses, we got to do the same thing to Lomachenko and his fans, okay? First it's my shoulder, and then they knew it was a draw, and you know, all this other garbage. Loma decided to start late. No, your man got his ass kicked. That's what happened. Yeah. Okay. Teofimo outboxed this dude, took away his footwork, all that good stuff. All right. He's not faster than him. He's not stronger than him. All right. He can't just dance around the ring against this kid like he does Nakatani. Now, look, Nakatani, that's a good win. Not trying to take any credit away from that win. Great performance from Lomachenko. But Nakatani, again, straight up and down guy. Not a lot of footwork. That's where Teofimo can pivot with him. You know, he's athletic. He can do all the shit that Loma does, but just better, I think, at this point. You know, so if he wants to get back in there and get beat up again, whatever. I agree with D. He's going to get stopped this time, okay? Because if he's going to open up and get more aggressive, guess what? You're going to give this kid who's a very good, sharp counterpuncher a lot more opportunities to lay one on you. And let me tell you, this time it's gonna get ugly because the man was hurt late in that fight. You guys are talking about, oh, well, look at how good he did at the end of the fight. Well, he got hurt at the end of that fight. Did you forget that body shot he landed around 10? Where they tried to say it was a low blow, but it was a border shot? The man was hurt to the body. The man was hurt in the 12th round, okay? So when Loma picked up the pace, guess what? He picked it up right with him and threw 100 punches in that 12th round.
My opinion doesn't change one bit, not even a teensy bit. The big thing here is speed. I thought that Teo was a touch faster than Lomachenko going into the fight, but after watching the fight, I think he's more than a touch faster than Lomachenko. And as G-Funky said, every time Lomachenko tried to come in on the angle, Teofimo turned with him and faced him. So every time, you know, Lomachenko was looking for that entry point, Teofimo was right there. He's cutting him off at the pass. He's like, boom, right there, boom, right there. So he couldn't come in on the angle because there was no angle because Teo took the angle away, right? So then he had that little mini run, like 8, 9, 10, and 11. The 8th round was a swing. It could have gone either way. The clear rounds that he won were 9, 10, and 11. But everyone wants to talk about that little mini run, but they want to throw that 12th round away. Where, like G Funky said, Teo threw 100 punches, landed 50 of them, right? Hurt Lomachenko. And then everyone wants to say, well, what if Lomachenko did what he did in the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th from the beginning of the fight? Well, all of a sudden, is Teofimo's jab just going to go away? He's going to say, come on in. I'm not going to throw the jab out there. Like Lomachenko woke up that morning and said, hey, you know what? I'm just going to take the first 7 rounds off. I'm not going to throw punches. That's my strategy. Teofimo Lopez had nothing to do with that. I mean, come on. So, I mean, styles make fights. And, what I think is going to happen is you're going to see the Teofimo Lopez in the 12th round. It's going to be a continuation. It's going to be a 13th round starting in the next fight. And that's the Teofimo Lopez you're going to see. And if Lomachenko wants to bring that same style he brought in the Nakatani fight, like D said, he's going to sleep.
Styles make fights, man. Like B just said there. What Nakatani was not able to do, Teofimo is very efficient in, right? This kid's explosive. That counter right is quick. Hand speed, much quicker than Nakatani, right? Nakatani couldn't capitalize off of Lomachenko's mistake, where Teofimo was causing Lomachenko to make mistakes. If Lomachenko opens up earlier, the reason I said 7, because that was my initial prediction for the first fight. I had no clue he would come in there and practice social distancing for the first 6 rounds of the fight, right?
We're in the middle of a pandemic, D.
COVID, bro. It's COVID.
I felt like it would be 7. So now I think he's going to come back into this fight. He's going to open up earlier, and he's going to get stopped. Teofimo stops Lomachenko round 7. Let's go. Lomachenko's here, right? He spent his career getting here. Teofimo's doing this. He's going, so it's not even going to be the same kid coming into the second fight. What do they think he's training for? This kid is learning more and more and more. He's getting better, stronger. He's 23. He's going to be hitting Loma harder to the gut than he was in the first fight.
Say this, though. I do think it's going to be a far more exciting fight. I think Loma will have success early.
There'll be a lot more knockdowns.
I think the early rounds will be tougher for Teo, but because of that, he's going to be landing bigger shots on Loma. And I'm telling you that this kid could punch with both hands.
And he won't go into this fight with a fractured right foot.
That's right. No fractured right foot. But not only that, this kid has a one-punch knockout with right hand, with a left hand, with straights and with hooks. One-punch knockout.
And an uppercut.
And an uppercut. And a body shot. And accumulation. And like this, he's been a dude. So, I mean, in so many ways, you can't even make it up. You just can't. So I just want to throw it out there. Be careful what you wish for. I've been telling people, well, we're doing you a favor by saying no rematch. We're doing you a favor. Okay, you insist. Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it.